Stress is all around us. It's part of every day. Physiologically, what goes on is that our body is set to remove ourselves from stress one way or the other. So if you were a caveman walking down a path and a saber-toothed tiger jumped out from behind a rock, you'd had an infusion of adrenaline that would make your muscles stronger, make your senses more alert, run your heart rate and your blood pressure up. And that would be to give you the energy to either run like crazy down the path to get away from the tiger or pick up a big rock and club the tiger over the head. Then after the threat is over, you go back to the cave, you have something to eat, you sleep, you kind of recharge. Chronic stress over a long period of time discharges that energy, but if you don't give it a chance to recharge, it wears you down. The ways to reduce stress start with getting regular exercise. Our body is a verb. It denotes action. And our current society and the way we've developed technologically, we don't exercise much. We have cars, we have elevators, escalators, a lot of ways to make life more convenient. But the body is set to do work. Exercise reduces the body's response to stress. If you compare a group of people that are exercising on a regular basis to those that are couch potatoes, and you put them in a stressful situation and you measure their blood pressure, pulse, and adrenaline release, the exercise group has 1/3 the response of the unexercised group. So just by virtue of the fact that they exercise regularly, they have much less of a biologic response to stress. So that's proven that it's beneficial. The second most important thing is something Americans don't do very easily, and that's slow down. But we're used to this busy, 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 go, go, go. We don't get a chance to recharge. We have to slow down. We have to get some rest. We have to give ourselves the 7 or 8 hours of rest that we need at night instead of maybe 5 or 6. We're burning the candle at both ends. We have a big Scandinavian influence in the country about whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. That was by Goethe. He needed a beer. Number 3 is something we also don't do a lot in America, and that's emotionally connect with people. Guys don't network nearly as well as women do. We see this a lot when people lose their spouse. The guy loses his spouse, he's not really connected with people, and he tends to kind of go down the tube also. So getting connected with people allows you the opportunity to just have discussions with them, to talk about your feelings about things. They reflect back to you what your life is like. They give you an idea, a different perspective maybe on some of the decisions you've made. A lot of the stress that we put on ourselves is put on ourselves by the decisions we make. And if finding another perspective in life helps us make better decisions, then that kind of melts the stress away. Have fun. A lot of people are working 2 jobs nowadays. Having a job at home, coming home to take care of the kids, clean the house. Not a lot of opportunity to have fun. You gotta have fun. You gotta kick back. You gotta escape. You gotta have a hobby. You gotta do something that gets you away from the usual humdrum. Sing, go to karaoke, garden, play golf, sail. Do something that gets you out of your usual routine. Not something that's a task that you have to go out and mow the yard. I mean, something that you really enjoy doing, something that feeds your soul. The letting go part is that the more we think we have control over our life, the more uptight we get. Analogy would be a baseball game. Bases are loaded. Your team is ahead by 1 run. Bottom of the inning, you're on defense. The ball's hit straight to the shortstop. And everybody thinks, this is an easy out, we've won the game. The ball hits a pebble that nobody knew was there, bounces over the shortstop's head, 2-run score, you lose the game. You didn't have any control over that. Why did you think that you had control? It shouldn't be a stressful thing. Let it go. That's the way the ball bounces. I mean, literally. We get so tied up in thinking that everything has to be set in certain ways, that when they kind of falls out of those ways, we get really uptight about it. There's no sense in that. These are all common sense things. You don't expect it to be part of science. It's kind of, I tell my patients, it's like, it's in the 5th grade health book. You got to get rest, get exercise, eat properly, slow down, get some recreation. All these things are very, very common sense, but common sense is not very common. We think that the urgent things in life are more important than the important things in life, and staying connected with people, enjoying the life is really something that Americans, I think, miss out on.